Hey there, that's me. My name's Ryan, and I'm a busy professional with a love of Lego. I started collecting and building over 35 years ago, and my love for the brick has continued to grow. This is why I started Upstate Bricks, where we'll cover all aspects of the Lego hobby, from building and buying for yourself to investing and selling. We'll even be designing and occasionally even using some alternate bricks. Lego has continued to expand part types, and the techniques have gotten more intricate. So I invite you to come with me on this journey, and I welcome you to Upstate Bricks. I'm so glad that everybody's back. You can see here we've got Holiday Main Street. I've already put it on a Mills plate, but today we're going to see if we can't make it modular, make it a little bigger, and fit into our city a little bit better. All right, we're going to do this in high speed, about 25 times speed. You see I start disassembling these carefully because I want to leave the original part of the building intact. I think that's important. So I start by laying down the floor and trying to gather the pieces so that I can match the original building, both in the pattern and the texture and the color. You'll see once we get a little bit further along, I did have to deviate a little bit in a couple places just because of, the parts I had available. But you see there, I put in that plated and studded floor pattern that it came with originally. Have white down below. Again, this is already all put on a Mills plate, so it'll integrate nicely. That's what I'm talking about in the back of the building, just because I didn't have enough of the dark greens to go all the way up. I made the actual bottom part dark bluish gray. And I did that on the second story also, just again because of parts availability. And once I get some more of the parts in the right color, I can get it swapped out. But it'll work for now. It gets us integrated and gets us a little closer to having our holiday village up for Christmas, which is huge. If you've seen the other video, you've seen that the tree is up. We have a 5-foot Christmas tree right in the middle of the Lego table. I moved some of that stuff out of the way so that we can get a holiday village around it. So here I'm finishing up the first story. I'm going to tile it all off. Like I said, I wanted to enclose the back, and instead of making it a facade, make it an actual building. I wanted to make it modular also so we can get in and out of it. So that's what I'm doing there, is figuring out which plates I need to put together to try to get this floor put in. So I was able to match that floor of the second story. I had enough of the dark red plate. You can see I'm digging through a bag. I actually had another set of the Holiday Main Street. So I'm cannibalizing some of the parts out of there, and I'll use some of the parts off the minifigs and like the guitars and the saxophone for the music store and some of those kinds of things will continue to be integrated. So this is where I'm at, just about done for the evening here. You can see putting some windows in and finishing that part up. Here I am the next morning sitting down, getting ready to keep plugging away on this thing. And you'll see a little bit more of that dark bluish gray. I just didn't have enough olive either. So I need to beef up my supply of olive and dark green, one by plate and brick. But I used it on the inside wall, so not much of it's going to be seen, and just from the back. But you can see I made a full green top. It's got a 1 stud overhang on the back, so I'm going to put some inverted slopes there, slope down on the building, and there's studs around the top that snaps into. Makes it fully modular again. You can see I'm tiling the top off there, and everything fits nicely. So I got that all done, and I was just inspecting it, seeing how it looked. Like I said, I've got bags from another set, so I'm opening that out so I can get some of the medium nougat brick, and it actually runs 2 complete circumferences of 1 by plate in two different places throughout all the walls. And I wanted to get all that out so I could get everything matched up. And thank goodness for the pick-a-brick wall. I have a lot of nougat masonry brick, so I decided that I wanted the outside of this to look good just like the inside. So I brick built it 1x2 masonry bricks, one at a time, all three of the rest of those walls. I did put a door in the back bottom of both buildings. Neither of them have a staircase, and I know they're play sets, but at some point I'm going to take these back apart, put staircases in them, and finish out the back half of the buildings, both in the first and second floor of both buildings. But you can see here I've got just about the perimeter of the first floor finished up. I was fighting back there trying to get one of the rows apart that has the plates so I could keep everything lined up. You can see there I'm tiling it off, making it modular, and then grabbing a cup of coffee so I can start working on building the lower floor of the second story. And I had plenty of light bluish gray plate, so I was able to build that all out. And then I did the same thing. You can see here as I'm going around it, just using some 1x4 brick, mostly medium nougat masonry brick all the way around. And I just think it looks nice that way. Those are wonderful pieces to be able to have. And the only way you can afford to get them is on the pick-a-brick wall. So stack your boxes. If you like what we're doing here at Upstate Bricks, if you could leave a like, comment, subscribe, do all the YouTube things, that'd be awesome. I really appreciate everybody coming by and checking this stuff out. So here we are, getting ready to work on the roof. And again, neither of these roofs are completely finished. So why don't you let me know in the comment section what we should do. Maybe we should just snow cover the roofs and not worry about the colors. But I will leave you with this for now. And it's time for the big reveal of the finished buildings. Well, here it is. We have made the Holiday Main Street into complete buildings. You'll see the back. The backs are closed. And I've even made them modular. So let's take a look. We got detailing on the front with the snow and the sidewalk. Very, very holiday feel. There probably could be some work on the roof in the back. This is where we're at so far. I'll show you from the top. That is where we're at. The top. Pretty exciting. So top down, we get into these. You can see I have left the original install of the bed and stuff, and I haven't finished out this room, and I've done the same on all the floors. So all of the bed and stuff is still in there, and I may get around to putting the other bed together and putting it in the corner and then knocking a hole out so we can put a staircase, because that's something that bothers me with, the play sets. Like there's an upstairs, but there's no way to get to the upstairs, which I always thought was a little weird. So you can see at the bottom floor of this building that I maintained the same pattern they had front. And I will in the future go through and expand this toy store. Like I said, and I would like to put a staircase in there. Maybe the owner lives up there. But on the top floor, you'll see I put windows on the side so that this could be a corner building, and try to at least make it work as such. Try not to make it too crazy looking. Obviously, hopefully that works, because I want to put it in for the for the holiday. And I do like mills for everything. So that was the first building. And then in here, oh, I grabbed too much. Anyhow, same thing. Modularized it. I've got the parts. I actually want to take this table. There we go. How you can see it. Take this table, make it a whole table in the center of the room, and I'll put 4 chairs around it. Clean that up a bit. Make it also an apartment. I took and tried to maintain the same, I don't know, style. And you can see here on this one, I used brick all the way around to expand it. So I used masonry brick all the way around to expand it. I left the front the same. You know, it's got masonry brick all through here and just a nice design. Lego did a good job. So if we look down inside, you can see that I need to add a couple more one by one. Oh, they stuck there. But top floor, bottom floor is kind of the same thing. I expanded it, left it the same color, the same pattern, but I'm going to expand that music shop. I've got a few pieces of musical instruments, but I'm going to have to dig through some stuff and try to find some more. But I thought it was a really nice start to our winter village. Everything fits in, and I I like the winter village sets. I like to modify most of my stuff to fit my own preferences, and that's what I've done here. Uh, so let me know what you guys think. Is it sacrilege to take the Lego design and modify it, or does it add something to it? You know, they keep the sets affordable for everybody. The holiday sets have continued to be $99 for I think about the last 10 years. So I don't mind adding to it. It keeps it affordable for everybody. And I think that's great. In the back, I want to add, you know, an alley, dumpster, stuff like that that you would find in the back. And I added a couple clips here. I'm going to hang some lanterns. So what else? What needs to go on the roof? Just no cover it, or should we put something else up there? So leave it for me in the comments. Hopefully you like and subscribe. I really want to thank everybody for visiting Upstate Bricks. Again, I'm Ryan, and stay tuned. We're going to have more of these Winter Village updates coming to add to our city. Hope everybody has a great day.